zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm under.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all.
Okay, Coach, this storied franchise in Dallas and their fans are hungry and hopeful to add another championship banner in the rafters as we settle in for some playoff football at AT&T Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
Yo. I'm about to lose this fucking game.
There's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Black. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So I'll be probably pull into me.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing. Prescott. Looking middle, and that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
I want to say 1st and 3.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
They'll run with Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now Elliott. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
49, guys. Mike, 49. We're going to 53. 26. 6 guys.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The kick by Maher is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
You needed that, fellas. Good shit, good shit, good shit, good shit.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll have a 1st down past the 40.
That's where to start the game, fellas.
And finally taken down at the 40. 4-yard line.
Live with that, fellas. Hopefully they start the game.
There for the Giants. And even 70 yards on the pickup.
Well,
that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. That's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Jones keeps it himself. And he's going to get hit at the
I don't never get that little dive animation on fucking TV.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Dive animation. Everybody else will, but not with me. I don't know.
On second down now, it's Patrick, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Prescott to throw it.
Did he catch that?
Connect, incomplete.
Oh, I was finna say, bruh. I was finna say, bruh. If he caught that, I was finna. I was finna have a fucking conniption out here, bruh. If he caught that.
Couldn't hold on to the football, so I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Man, I thought they were gonna give him that catch on that shit, bruh.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
15, Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. Here we go,
Throwing on second down. Jones.
Fucking get the time, O-line. Come on, bruh.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the
fucking cross, bro.
Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Let me
After the
fucking
sack,
cross
they'll
and I
come
can
up
get
now,
there.
3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Got a man, Slayton. 23 yards on the play.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing Jones.
Oh, why did he do that?
Before the first at about the 36-yard line. They'll get 6 on the dump off.
My nigga had to trigger it.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
God, why did he catch that ball, bro?
49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Black. And this is good for a 1st down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, takes both feet down for the completion.
Elliott. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 10th carry now for Elliott. And an alley to run.
Wow, bro.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big run that time by Elliott. Give him 53 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
Ooh, we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. Ooh, we'll take it. Sometimes you got to get a lucky bounce, bro.
They were already in field goal range.
Sometimes you got to get a lucky bounce, bro. Every once in a while, you just need a lucky bounce, bro.
But give credit to the guys on the defensive
fucking
side.
shit, fellas.
In there, battled, and made a key play.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Sometimes you need a lucky bounce, bro. Just sometimes.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Trying to lay one up deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
10 yards, good for a giant first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have taken the lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 1. Here's Prescott looking deep downfield and almost picked off.
Shit, fellas.
I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half. Prescott flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15.
Knew some crazy shit was going to happen. We had to be prepared for it, bro. They knew something was going to happen.
Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jones to throw again. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jalen Smith gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
60 out more. 50, go. Let's go. Get set.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught one-handed.
Some luck, bro.
He pulled it in.
Every once in a while, you just need a man guy to bless you with some shit.
44 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pryor. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 38.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st down, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. And he'll give it here to his running back. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Ready?
56 at the mic.
I smell fear in that offense. Ready?
Jones now off the bootleg. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Ooh, I didn't think he was going to stay there.
Help there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just
got
2nd
lucky,
down.
Bro. Like I said, sometimes you need a little luck, bro. Sometimes you need a little luck, bro.
Now a give, right side. Pryor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
60 or.
Back to throw. Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a gain of 34.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd down and goal. Prescott.
Let's go, Sullivan. Let's fucking go, Sully.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Here we go, 46.
Check right. Watching the grind. Watch the run.
Prescott on 3rd and goal.
Wow, they animated this.
Cowboys.
Out of all people,
touchdown. As they are an extra point
out of all the people to get that animation to, bro, they give it to the trash-ass tight end, bro. Out of all the people, bro, you could have gave it to a 99 X Factor, either one of the wide receivers, and I'd have just been like, you know what, that's life, bro. I got a couple. But to him, bro, to him,
that's fielded in the end zone.
Shit that costs games right there, bro. When people get animations they shouldn't get, bro. He shouldn't get that animation, bro. Not him. There's so many people on that team that can get it besides him, and y'all give it to him, bro. That's what's up, though. All I know, my bum ass niggas better get that same love. They better get that same love, bro.
Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get it down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, a little bit. That does them no good.
My trash one.
You know, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And going deep for Hill.
Got his ass. Got his ass. Let's go. Fuck, let's go, bro. 17-10. I'm up. Or 16-10. I just got to make that.
72 yards.
Fuck, I got his ass, bro.
Able to regain the lead.
Got Denzel Ward away from Tyreek Hill, bro.
On this stage, conference championship game,
got
every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game. Their big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
You know he gonna want to get the same shit. He gonna want to get a big play, bro. Watch it. We didn't play this nigga enough, EA, bro. I know he gonna want a big play, bro.
About set for this next drive.
I know he's gonna want a big play. Don't let him get the big play, bro.
And this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
This nigga is about to break 2 people in the same animation,
and in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Flush to his right. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards.
I don't know why my nigga Edmonds didn't attack the football.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. This is caught by Williams. That's good for 28 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, I haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't like a target that size. I mean, that's a big, tall receiver, and somehow he missed him anyway.
Yeah, tempting to just put it out there for him to go get it, but dangerous throw and not on target.
Yeah, sometimes even a receiver with that type of catch radius can't all admit
Let's fucking go, Aaron. What a fucking play, baby.
Scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Mike, 55.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Back to the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That motherfucking nasty, bro. Come on now, don't let him catch that.
Every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man.
That was the other
and you got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Every time he throws the ball to that
call
nigga, I
there
feel
to
like
take the three. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up
whatever
there.
your number is, bro, you got to make that block, man. I need you to make that block.
Field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then not have a chance to attack the end zone.
Hold that 55.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I have no idea.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
I saw that. And they gonna let, I knew it. I saw it, bro. I knew they was gonna let him jump for that, bro. That's some bullshit. Bro, that's some bullshit, EA, bro. No fucking way, bro.
Has a touchdown.
Saw it off the fucking line, bro.
It's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands.
Saw it off the fucking line. I had the free release. Nobody near him, bro.
Kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that is, as you
saw it, bro. I
reason,
fucking smooth saw it when that corner moved, bro. Something told me, like, Chris, they gonna let him get the shit anyway. Don't throw the ball. And I was just hoping Madden was gonna fucking fix his stupid ass ways, bro.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Nigga had a wide free release, bro. A fucking free release from the
Giants offense.
Somehow he got back.
Begin their
All right,
next
that
drive.
makes fucking sense, bro. That makes fucking perfect
Here's
sense, bro.
Jones throwing after the interception.
Look at that. That makes fucking perfect sense. Now, now I can't throw the ball. Daniel Jones ain't gonna be able to hit an open receiver. This nigga going at perfect coverage. Everything just fucking changed.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line,
fucking
2nd
EA
and 10.
bro. Not even shot to kill.
Jones throwing again. Open man is Hill. He's got it.
That's crazy,
And he'll get
bro.
it up to the 33-yard line.
Had the nigga wide open,
The reception
bro.
good for
And I
7.
saw it
It's
wide
third
open,
down.
bro. That's the worst thing about it. When you read it right, I read the right fucking receiver, bro. It wasn't like I forced that shit.
But in this situation,
And I
the
saw when the
defense was
corner
effective,
started going
able
back,
to
they was
stop
gonna
him
give
before
him
he
the
get a good head of
animation,
steam
bro.
going.
The second
That
down
nigga
completion
burnt,
got him
bro.
7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Man,
He's
that
going to
nigga was
have the
fucking
first
crazy.
down at about the 38. A nice first down pickup
Oh,
on the
that
gain
nigga
of
was
6.
fucking toast, bro.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the
Let's go,
tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Can't believe they did me like that, bro. Can't believe it.
Now Jones operating from the gun. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Had to get him off. Had to put that drag just so that he would stay there with that
From
linebacker.
Cowboy territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Fuck, bro.
They run the counter. Pryor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. That one complete to Hill. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Let's go. 10-2 stop. Hey, lock it.
They'll run on first down. Pryor, he'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And it brings up 3rd down.
I'm going to do something stupid. I know it's fucking stupid, and I know it's probably going to be a
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Fuck it, right? And that's what I'm going to do, man.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Jones. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time
not with that one, bro.
Just know that you're
Something told me to just switch to a run play.
Good job declining that penalty.
So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense,
you've
got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Here's Prescott.
Look at, bruh, I'm playing the out route, bruh.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before
like
going
fucking
out of
shit, we playing the out route, bruh.
First down. So from the
like, I don't know how else I'm supposed to. Oh my god, bro. Like, if I put this nigga on the outside to play outside fucking coverage.
Prescott to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that is
I wasn't even gonna switch. That nigga tried to get that PI. I was not switching, bro. Nah, you're not finna get that PI on me, twin. I saw what you was doing, you slick motherfucker.
He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here?
Come on, AD.
Just off just by a bit. Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Prescott.
No! No, he triggered it!
There is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage. You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case. Remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL.
I fucking hate this game so fucking much, bro. I hate this game so fucking much, bro. I can't believe they did that, bro. I really can't believe they fucking did that. Just animated, bro. That's fucking embarrassing, bro.
On 1st down, Pollard.
I fucking hate this game, bro. Fucking hate this game, bruh.
There, the Cowboys have a first down.
Fuck, bruh.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A first down carry by Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. Down to about the 22 here.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher.